All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasun Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page, two dynamic powerhouse institutions promote nothing but black power, black divinity. I want you to subscribe immediately. Do not hesitate. I want you to become a member. Link right down in the video description is in the chat. All you have to do is just click it. You'll get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new website on Teachable, dynamic curriculum, uploading dynamic curriculums. Powerhouse certificate programs and courses are going to be available for your family. First one up, the 25 steps to the redemption of definitive black manhood. This is for you, brother. It was designed by the General. It's custom for you. Fits like a glove. I want you to get over there. It will help you develop and grow, right, raising into a man, to a king, to a God. I want you to get over there, check it out. We also got the Brotherhood of Heru Round Table live stream for the brothers, where we sit down discussing very pertinent information, important in our development and growth. Get over there, check it out. There's nothing like it. That's right. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasu Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. I know you're going to like and love. Get over there, check it out, get a discount, shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, Seti University, over 2,500 videos, 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know and love from the General Olmec, Voyages of the Nile, When Egypt ruled the earth, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, exposed the black woman is God, the making of the white man, too raw for YouTube, and many, many more. Nothing like it on the planet. You should become a member today. And everybody knows Seti popping on Patreon, popping his page on Patreon by far. Over 500 exclusive live streams. Ain't nothing but pure fire. Ain't nothing up there old. It's all live, fresh out the pack. If you want it, it's waiting on you. Don't matter what level you join that, there's a treasure chest waiting on you when you join. Make sure you join today. To all the family out there, donate to the General. I appreciate you. Those that would like to donate, the link is right there on the screen in the chat, videos description. Click it, donate. Thank you and appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasu Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Now we talking about the hypocrisy of Karmelo Anthony raising $300,000 on GoFundMe, and you got these I don't know what I was about to say something crazy, but I pulled it back. But you see, they saying you got to be out of your mind to donate to a young man that unalived another 17-year-old. Why would you give him money? Why would you send him some money? They just want our children to go up the river. They just want our family to go up the river. They don't want you to look out for yours, even though they look out for theirs and they know they foul. You feel me? Here it is, these two Metcalf boys went over to this tent at a track meet and bullied this young man, Karmelo Anthony, went over to him, went in his space, put their hands on him, punched him. This is what the evidence is saying. The eyewitnesses are counting on that. And it wasn't just one, it was both of them. It wasn't just one, it was both of them. And so this young man defended himself against two big old 220, brawly 225-pound, 6-foot guys jumping him. He defends himself. And so the family want him to have, the black community want to make sure that Karmelo Anthony has a fair trial, get him a good lawyer, get him a good, get him good representation, so he can have his day in court. They got him $1 million bond, and we're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about why Karmelo Anthony's bond is so high. We're going to do that on the next one. But, we want to talk about Dylan Roof. You see, I met the young brother that put hands on him up in jail. Yeah, I met the brother when I was down in Charleston. They took me to meet him, and we took pictures, and and I say, brother, goddamn it, I'm putting some medals on you. You getting a goddamn black, you getting a black heart, then not a purple heart, you getting a black heart. Goddamn it, because you did what needed to be done. Put hands on him. You see what I'm saying? And but anyway, he went into a church with with black parishioners in there. And they let him in because and you can look at him and see he's sick. You can see he's sick. Ain't nothing but a sick ass Neanderthal. Ain't no goddamn, I'm gonna just say what it is. We got to say what it is sometimes. We sell ourselves short by lying and trying to find, and they make it, you look for the right word to say, but when you take that emphasis off the truth, sometimes it just don't hit. It don't hit like it need to hit. You feel me? He's sick. Even in it is sick. I don't even like the motherfucker looking at you, motherfucker, what you looking at? Don't look at me, motherfucker. You got that, you can see it in his eyes. Soulless. Ain't got nothing, ain't no soul, nothing. And so went into church, and our people, we I guess some of our people love this God concept to such an extent they don't have, the type of intuition. If a man if a person say they want to come in there and pray, and you let them in, thinking that, okay, maybe he want to talk to God, he want to, get some spirit and so on here and there ready. Ain't nothing but Lucifer. You understand what I'm saying? When he motherfucking walk, you can see the flow melt. You understand what I'm saying? The motherfucker ain't nothing but fire and brimstone. And here it is. Let him in and let Lucifer, let Beelzebub, let Samael in there. You understand? In there, sat right there, just waiting his moment so that he can unalive innocent black people. Such a shame. Such a shame that our people would, and if people want to pray, that's okay. You can't, that's their right. If they want to pray, it's okay. We ain't got nothing to say about they got their right. If they want to pray, it's okay. That's their right. They can do what it is that they feel, gonna put their spirit in alignment. That's all right. You see, we teach, and that's okay, but we don't force nobody, and at the end of the day, it's still our people's decision to make on what spiritual path they want to take. You feel me? And so, they in there praying, and hear this beast. He come out with the fire. I don't, what did he have at that? Did he have a rifle? I don't remember whether he couldn't have had a rifle. He had to have a handgun, because I think they would have saw him if he would have came in there with a rifle. And so he shot 9 family, shot them down right there in church. I believe the Reverend too. And I believe he was either a senator or something. I think he might have been a senator or something, but he was also the pastor. Shot him down. Do you know they took this? They took this Neanderthal to Burger King. I mean, what the fuck? is you dumb. But see, you can't call them dumb. They look at that like, yeah. You did, you put it down for the team. Take him to Burger King after he unalived 9 of our family. Wow. You know, what wickedry is that? Y'all give a fuck because the family want to see the boy get a fair trial. Everybody get their chance, they day in court. Huh? So he shouldn't have sound representation? You want him to go in there with one of them court-appointed lawyers so they can go and sell him up the river. That's what you want. That's what you want to happen. But here it is, Darling Ruth, unalive 9 blacks. They take him to Burger King, kill unalive 9 people in church, and they raise $4 million for Darling Ruth. I didn't hear nobody say shit. Nothing. Daniel Penny ain't worth a goddamn penny. Daniel ain't worth a goddamn penny. Sat right there, unalived a man on the subway, on New York subway, choked him to death with all these people around. Like, man, raise the fuck up. Raise the fuck up. Raise the fuck up off of that man. Okay? You didn't choke him. Get the fuck up off of him. Let him get up and let him go on and let him leave up off the train. They sat right there and watched that man choke the life out of him. I forget the brother's name. Choke the life out of him. They raised $2.9 million for Daniel Penny. They raised $2.9 million for Daniel Penny, and he didn't choke the life out of somebody. Didn't have to do it. If you didn't choke somebody, they ain't about to just get up and they didn't been brought to a level of where they not ready to goddamn get up and start fighting. Even if he did, he didn't, he's been weakened. Yeah, he's been weakened. But they didn't see nothing, they just, they didn't see locking his ass up was the thing to do. I didn't see police shoot, and they have GoFundMes for their ass. Even if they get found guilty, they have a GoFundMe for them. Jordan Neely, that's his name. Yeah, Jordan Neely. Jordan Neely, that's the brother's name. Choked the life out of him. They raised $2.9 million. And they talking about this $300,000 that they didn't raise for Karmelo Anthony. And he defended himself. It ain't up to you to decide whether and like I say, hell, 225 pound. Listen here. If 225 pound black men, 6 feet, 225 pound black men, 6 feet, jumped on a white man that weighed 130 pounds and he shot and killed their ass, he wouldn't even be in jail. They'll put a medal on his chair. He wouldn't even do no time in jail. I don't even think they would lock him up. They wouldn't even lock him up. They would have took his report and they would have let him go home. That's the honest God truth. And y'all know it to be the truth. if it was two 225-pound black men, 6 feet, jumping on a 130-pound white man, and he killed him, he wouldn't even go to jail. It'd be case closed. Case closed. Case closed. You won't even find a prosecutor that'll prosecute it. You see, they wouldn't even prosecute it. He'll go home that day, and that'd be a wrap. They're gonna say they attacked the man. They attacked the man, and who wouldn't? But it's vice versa now. It's vice versa. And I done heard, with old Charleston White, and they didn't put videos up there with, what was it? Somebody put some videos up there where he had a knife. I don't know if he stuck somebody or was talking about sticking somebody. Yeah, he would have got a GoFundMe so large. Hell yeah, he'd have been rich till he went in the ground. Yeah. Yeah, it's up to you to decide on what you feel threatened about your life. You can't let nobody else make that decision. You can't let nobody else make that decision. You have to make that. You the one on the ground. You see what's going on. You have to make the necessary decision on whether you feel your life is threatened. Yeah, whether your life is threatened. And so we cannot be fooled by the media. They always putting a black eye in the game on our people. You see what I'm saying? They always doing that. And and I feel bad for the young brother Karmelo Anthony, and and wherever he at, I hope he's there in safety. I hope if there's anybody that's near the brother, that they give him some protection and keep a hand on him and make sure don't nothing happen to him up in there. And I know some of them brothers up in there got some videos and shit. Make sure that brother get up out of there and that he's safe wherever he at. God damn it, make sure he's safe and that nothing happened to him while he there. You see, do that. You understand? This is a very important time for our people, because the truth is coming out and the races is coming out too. And I'm glad, because it showed that these races support their own every time. It's in their frequency. You see the supporting. The Metcalf boy, even though, because they know he are the same lineage as they are. That's blood to them. That's their lineage. He fits all the profile of one of them hate groups. That's the facts. That's for me. I make the decision for myself. You see, and I say it over and over again, just like they say, hoodies and if a black man, they say Trayvon Martin looked at suspect because he had on a hoodie. I say, well, goddamn it, any Cro-Magnon Neanderthal with some goddamn camouflage on, walking around in society is suspect to me. That's that's white hate group uniform. They done took off the goddamn hoods and they put on camouflage. We could see it. All you have to do is the research. You see, ain't no reason for, you're not a hunter carrying AR-15s and shit like that. They got different rifles for hunting, and you don't want to tear the goddamn animal up. So if you a real hunter, then you one shot, two shots, you get you a rim shotgun. You ain't gonna have no goddamn AR-15 automatic 9mm and Glock 40s and shit and all of that. That's military armament. So that aspect of it show you that he's connected. That's what I say. I don't give a god. Just like they didn't judge our brother, don't even know him and shit. I judge and I'm more correct on what I see. You see, I'm more correct. I feel when anytime I see them, and they got that camouflage shit on, and man, please. Nigga, my fucking face, niggas just tear up, I don't look at no, but you could tell, you know what I'm saying? I'm like a lion, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? I keep my composure, I don't, but it just is in a millisecond. I'm ready to take off. I'm ready to take off. I'm ready to do what I gotta do. You see what I'm saying? I ain't folding. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am. But I see them out here. And that's how they roll. You understand what I'm saying? And so we have to teach our babies. That's what a rites of passage is, and that's what's necessary. That's what's necessary, that you teach your babies what the enemy look like. What is his uniform? What is his camouflage? What does he hide in today? What is it? He's a chameleon. What is the many, some of the, the image, the backgrounds that he manifests himself in. You see, you have to teach your babies that. So when they see it ahead of time, you got to see it ahead of time and know what's around you and what moves you have to make immediately. You see, to be safe. Even if most of the time is to get out of the situation. But if you can't goddamn get out of the situation, you still got to get out of the situation by any goddamn means necessary. That's right. I teach your children, come home. You come home. Whatever you got to do. Don't be no bully. Don't be no aggressor. Don't be no aggressor. Don't be no bully. You understand? But if somebody is in your space and they're trying to prevent you from getting home, you do whatever the fuck you got to do to make sure that happens. You see, you try to get out of the situation. You understand, without aggression. But if that is not possible, then do whatever the fuck you gotta do to make it home. Do whatever the fuck you gotta do to make it home. Do whatever the fuck you gotta do to make it home, because they are in your space and they are the aggressor. And that's just what it is, family. We don't look, we trying to get free. We trying to do positive things. We trying to build our community. We're not worried about y'all. We ain't got no lives to waste on no goddamn Cro-Magnon Neanderthal. No lives to waste. We need our young brothers to be here, to be fathers, to be brothers, and big brothers, and you know what I'm saying, and uncles, and for our young people, we need you here. We don't need to throw away no precious lives. You see, and so we need you young brothers here to become the next front line for our people, protecting our sisters and our babies and our elders. We need you here. We don't have no lives to throw away. And so we don't want to be aggressors. We don't want to be, engaging in non-productive situations, non-productive, nothing coming out of it. Ain't nothing going, influence the community positively. Nothing the community could take from it, where they can build and build themselves and their family. You got to move the fuck on. You got to move on and lay sound bricks on the pyramid that you're gonna stand forever. That's gonna be an icon and a symbol for our people to look at and say that this is a blueprint for success. You feel me? And so that's what we doing. That's what we're gonna continue to do. And so to the young brothers and sisters out there, maintain, be strong. To all our family out there, a lot of these races are coming out and showing they face, and that's all right, because it's gonna be the brother gonna be found now guilty, and it shows you that still today that this nation is founded on hate, white supremacy. You see, is still here, well and vibrant and flourishing right here today. And that's why we got to stand on the front line, just like our ancestors have done up until this moment. And we have to continue the war for liberation. That's what it is. We must be free. We must be liberated in mind, body, and soul, so that we can build our future away from this madness. You see, we must build our future away from this madness. So, family, I appreciate y'all coming out. I got a couple of more live streams for tonight. I want you to come black with me. Please hit the subscribe button because I want you to be available when the general drop information, because I give it to you raw, uncut truth, black power, black divinity. If that's what you're about, here's a place for you. You see, here's a place for you right here. Come on over here and build with the general. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, share it with your family and friends. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.